What's going on, fight fans? Welcome to video number 8 of 9. And now we're going to talk about something that's a little bit controversial when I touch it, because there's so many people that love Fight Night Champion. You know what I'm saying? So, but we got to talk about this because, come on, this is a thing. This is a thing. This is a looming cloud. This is a looming cloud that some people just don't want to talk about. Let's talk about this. ESBC is essentially making it impossible for Fight Night to catch up. I mean, they're about to do a creator event. They just dropped an amazing trailer not too long ago. It seems like, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. How are you guys going to re-enter the market? I think that they're going to have a lot of pressure on them. They've never truly made a good simulation boxing experience. They've made an arcade style of boxing experience, but it lacked so many different nuances of the sport itself. ESBC carries so many of the sport's nuances, like footwork and switching up your footwork to be more agile and quick on your feet, using a physics system which creates more realism in terms of creating contact, the person's ability to be creative, to get away from punches or to deflect punches. It's something that is rooted in a realism and nuance that has never been seen before in combat sports, to be honest. It's going to be incredibly deep. And I think that the more they keep doing, the harder and harder they're making it for Fight Night to even re-enter the market. Now, don't get me wrong, I would be super hyped if a Fight Night came out, because it's still 11 years from the last Fight Night. But we do have clues as to how far they would take Fight Night if they were to re-enter the market, because they're the same core team that makes the UFC games that just released. And a lot of people who are in the UFC gaming community don't like the UFC games. They feel that it's lackluster. There is not a focus on realism. It feels very arcadey. There's so much to be desired. I feel that core team would transition over to boxing and maybe do the same thing. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I just can't see them being as detailed as what ESBC has been showing us, because they're never that detailed. They've never been that detailed. But the good thing is that ESBC's existence will force Fight Night to try to put their best foot forward. You can argue that the reason the UFC games are lackluster, as stated by the community itself, I'm not saying it from me, I'm using this from the community, from people like Prioxis, for example. The reason that the UFC games are lackluster is because they don't have competition. With ESBC, if Fight Night ever releases, we get to see what do they do when there is competition. We've seen them fall against the likes of NBA 2K, but we've seen them shine against the likes of NHL 2K and even FIFA up against Pro Evolution Soccer. So there are instances of them failing, but there are instances of them succeeding. But in my opinion, if they don't start ramping up and start trying to come out now with all of the things that are happening with ESBC, it's going to be incredibly hard for them to catch up. If they're going to go the normal route as they stated and come out and start working on the project at the end of this year and then possibly come out 2 years after that, which means around 3 years from now, ESBC will be so established that it will be very difficult for Fight Night, and they will have to bring all of their arsenal to try to make the game not just good, but stand out and be better than the competition. And hopefully that's exactly what they do, because I will be waiting and highly anticipating Fight Night Champions 2 if it ever releases. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this fight night? Is ESBC making it too hard for fight night to catch up, or do they just have so much money that it doesn't matter? They'll easily make a game and it'll be just as good or even better. Do you guys think that they have the ability to do that? Because you can have money, but you don't have the know-how to put it together. Do you guys think that they'll make a lackluster title like they do with the UFC 4, or do you think that the competition is going to bring the best out of fight night? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.